Hey everybody, Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Well, this is going to be my third live feed for this gorgeous Monday morning in North Naples, Florida. My first two were on my personal Facebook page this morning. Those beautiful early morning colors. I'm on the south shore of Wiggins Pass in North Naples, Florida, up at the north end of Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. And right now the temperature is about 60 degrees. Nice little breeze blowing out of the northeast, keeping things cool. But it is going to warm up nicely today. Could get up to 80 degrees here. Wowza. That is warm for this time of year. Now, water temperature is 70 degrees. The tide is just starting to go out here in the pass. Partly cloudy skies. It's going to be a blend of partly cloudy and mostly cloudy throughout the day. That gorgeous, gorgeous Southwest Florida sun just beating down on me. Feels great to be out here on all this open beach. This beach doesn't get used very much with the park being closed now. It's a bit of a walk for a lot of people, especially our fishermen. Boy, it used to be busy with fishermen in the mornings. They'd be up here before the sun came up, lining the shores here, especially the south shore where I'm at. Barefoot Beach over there on the other side of the pass. Hit that share button and let everybody know you found me here on Southwest Florida Television. I don't want anybody to miss these beautiful views. I'm just going to take a little stroll down the beach in the park. Nothing really new happening at the park. Nothing's changed. They're actually, I think, on a little holiday break as far as working on getting that sand out of the park. But the park is supposed to open early 2025. Follow Friends of Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park on Facebook. If you haven't done that already, follow Friends of Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. If you want to keep up to date with what's going on, stay in touch. That's the best way to do it. Happy holidays, my friends. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Whatever holidays you might celebrate. May they be happy and safe, as well as your new year. It's going to be an interesting new year. If you were following along with me this morning, weren't those colors incredible? Man. We saw these clouds here. They got a little pink in them early this morning, and then the pink faded. Then we had some nice yellow colors in them. I got some videos of that to share later. I recorded a nice little walk in 4K video along the pass here in between my live feeds that I'll share. If you want to watch something in higher quality, you can watch those in 4K on YouTube. Go back and watch my videos from Clam Pass yesterday morning. Man, Clam Pass is gorgeous. I love my passes. I love Clam Pass. I love Wiggins Pass. I'm torn between the two. I don't know which one I love more. It's like my two girlfriends. I don't know which one I love more. Mother Nature or Mother Ocean. Did I have you worried there for a second? Where you're like, what's he talking about? Girlfriends. I love them both the same. One more look at all of this glorious beach up here. I'll start my walk down the beach at the park. Even though the park's closed, obviously you can still walk out here on the beach. The closer you stay to the water, the better. They prefer you stay close to the water and not venture too far up onto the beach and stay out of the park. There's nothing in the park for you. There's nothing in there now, unfortunately. I think it was, what was it, 8:20, about 8:20 when I started this live feed here. Kind of late. Seen a few other beach walkers here this morning. I saw Dexter and his grandson Connor up here earlier. I saw Sleeveless Mike hunting for shark's teeth. I missed the darn dolphin show. I was at one side of the beach here at the pass and the dolphins were around the corner putting on a show, and I missed it this morning. Can't believe it. 2 dolphins jumping up out of the water. That's the story of my life. A day late and $1 short. You can see that wind is a blowing. I wonder what happened to the second flag. There was always 2 flags flying here because this is a no swimming area up at this end of the park. This is fishing only. They don't want you in the water here at Wiggins Pass. Too dangerous. Broken fishing lines with fish hooks on them, boat traffic, strong currents, no swimming up here. Sharks. I don't know about the sharks. Just trying to get your attention, see if anybody's awake. I love this pass. It is so hard for me to leave here. I love looking across this beach, looking across the water, looking out into the Gulf, looking up into that beautiful sky. I cannot get enough of it. I'm like a kid in a candy store or a toy store. I don't want to go home. Another boat heading out. I just wanted to watch that, and then we'll start our march down the beach. One boat heading out here. I've been seeing a lot of boats going out this morning. It's been actually busy for such a windy morning. Hey, Boat Naples, boatnaples.com. How would you like to be on a boat here in the water in North Naples? It's a great way to see our backwaters, some of our wildlife, our birds. Maybe get lucky and come across some dolphins. That's always fun. Check out boatnaples.com. It will hook you up. You mentioned Southwest Florida Television when you call. Be sure to let them know you heard about them here, and Captain Sunday will take good care of you. And then on Thursday evenings, I have a special arrangement for sunset cruises. We do a Thursday evening Southwest Florida Television sunset cruise with Boat Naples. I would love to see you on board one of those this winter when you're down here, but you need to make your reservation now because we do get filled up It's $50 a person. That includes complimentary beer and wine, a Slancha Irish whiskey sunset toast, an incredible Southwest Florida sunset. They're all incredible. I don't care. Everyone's incredible in its own special way. Might get lucky, see some dolphins, no guarantees. Dog friendly. All of their cruises are dog friendly. And here's the best part of the whole deal. You get quality time with me. Check them out, but you have to call. Visit the website boatnaples.com. You have to call to get on our Thursday evening sunset cruise. You're not going to see that on their website. Everything you see on their website are their guided, chartered tours, which are a blast. I highly recommend Boat Naples and Captain Sandy, boatnaples.com. Oh, 'tis the season, my friends, 'tis the season. If you appreciate my efforts and enjoy what I do, if you enjoy these views, remember who gets up early before sunrise and walks over to the beach and spends his morning here with you. I love sharing my beach. I love walking on my beach, but I gotta pay the bills. So if you want to help support my efforts, I do depend on your generosity to make ends meet each month. This is a commitment, coming out here and doing this. As much fun as it is, you know, they say you're supposed to be happy at your job. Well, I'm happy at my job. I love my job, walking the beach and sharing it with you. But tips certainly do come in handy these days, especially with the holidays. Tip your tour guide. Consider me your tour guide. Always tip your tour guide. Or instead of bringing you a pizza, I'm bringing you the beach. Yeah, you tip your pizza delivery guy, right? I hope you do. I hope you're not a Grinch or a Scrooge. Anyway, tips are greatly appreciated, my friends. And you can find a link to my PayPal account and my Venmo account in the description of this post. Every dollar counts. There's no fees on your end. Only a small fee on my end on PayPal. No fees for any of us on Venmo. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm just trying to keep my head above water and keep coming out here. Come on, spread the love. The beach vibes, the good vibes. Speaking of spreading, hit that share button. Tell your friends about my beach walks. Remember, sometimes now they're on my personal Facebook page. That's where I started this morning. So you should follow me in both places. On Facebook, Robb Stan, R-O-B-B, 2 B's, S-T-A-N. You'll see my mug on there with my little man who passed away not too long ago, my little fur baby Mason. Still miss that little rascal. Huh. Yeah, we're a family here. Everybody follows along. Eventually you become a part of our beach family. I love it. I love my beach family. We've grown a little bit over the years, gotten a little bigger. In numbers, not girth. Maybe some of us have gotten a little bigger in girth. I know I have. I go up and down. But anyway, it's been an awesome, coming up on 10 years since I've been doing these live feeds. Wow. Wowza, wowza, wowza. But we're here together in the mornings, and we're here for each other. If anybody's got any problems, if you have some prayer requests, please don't hesitate in sharing your prayer requests in the comments. You don't have to go into, a whole bunch of detail. Prayers for healing, guidance, support, whatever it might be. God knows what you need prayers for. But don't be ashamed to share your prayer requests. Remember the reason for this holiday season, my friends. Remember the reason. Keep Christ in Christmas. Keep Him in our country. In God we trust. Remember that? I think it's still on our money, isn't it? We're straying pretty far away from God right now. That's part of the problem. It's going to be a long time before this end of the park recovers up here. And everything just gets plowed over by the sand, all that underbrush that was here. Ooh. Another boat heading out the pass. Like I said, it has been a busy morning. I guess a lot of folks have the next couple of weeks off of work. That's a good job, huh? Some of you, this is your busy time at work. I know our friend Carol Underwood, she is probably very busy at the Dollar General. Love that blue sky. Man. A lot of you are going to be traveling. Maybe you're already traveling. Wishing you safe travels. Wherever you might be going, however you might be getting there. Flying, driving, walking, riding a bicycle. However you're getting there. Wishing you safe travels. Tide's going out here, slow but steady. Getting a little more beach to walk on every couple of minutes. When it gets cool here in Florida, and especially windy, I get the sniffles. The old sniffles. Oh well. Yeah, I apologize for having the sniffles. Can't believe how quick it's warming up now. Doesn't take long when that sun pops up, man. I know you're wishing you were down here with me. Like I always say, I wish you were here with me. I wish I could just reach into my iPhone and pull you through and drop you down on the beach next to me. Wouldn't that be awesome? Wow. Save a lot of money in travel expenses. Now getting you back to where you came from, now that's a different story. I don't think I could shove you in the phone. Somebody have to pull you through from the other end. Remember when I was out here last Wednesday? Do you remember what it was like out here? Go back and watch my walk on the sandbar video from Wednesday out here. You can just make out the sandbar out here. The waves kind of breaking over it. But it was just a few feet offshore was the edge of the sandbar. And it's long, huge. It goes pretty much the whole length of Area 5 here at the north end of the park. Go check that video out. Wednesday of this week, the walk on the sandbar video. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And that sand on the sandbar is hard as a rock. It's almost like walking on concrete out there. We had some low tides with that full moon. It's going to be a while now before that happens again. Got to go through another moon cycle. Up here, I want to come up closer to parking lot number 5 here. Come up on the beach over all the little ditches here, the trenches from the vehicles going up and down the beach. But this is all where parking lot 5 used to be, back in here. That big pavilion used to be back over in there, and the bathhouse back in behind those trees. Now just nothing left. Nothing left up here in the park. This is the area. This area got hit the hardest, the worst, by Hurricane Ian. And it's going to be a long time before they get Area 5 reopened. They'll get parking lots 1, 2, 3, and 4 going. And I think then they'll start working on facilities, getting some bathhouses. They got to get all the underground in. But people are just clamoring to get the parking lots open. It was crazy. They had just reopened parking lot 4. And along came Hurricanes Hurricanes. What the heck was it? Helene? Was it Helene and Milton? I can't remember the names of the hurricanes now. Yeah. Just messed them all up again. Brand new paving. They were beautiful. No potholes and big bumps. What a shame. The water doesn't look too shabby here. I don't see any signs of red tide. I know there's red tide lurking about in southwest Florida. You see it on the map. You look at the red tide map. You see little blue dots all up and down our coastline, which mean low concentration of blue dots. You want to see gray dots, and you don't want to see red dots. But I have not seen any signs of it here along the beach at Delnor-Wiggins this morning. I love my Delnor-Wiggins. Even though it's not open, I still love walking this mile-long beach. Yeah, it kind of breaks my heart when I look back at the park and see all those piles of sand up on the beach. But, you know, Mother Nature did that. She can do whatever she wants. It's her park, her beach. It's not ours. They got a lot of those piles of sand knocked down here. That sand's pretty gray. They're pulling out off the road and out of the parking lots. A few piles up here. They're still working on cleaning the sand, sifting it. I think I said earlier, they're on break though now. They're like on a holiday break, the contractors that are doing that. Look at that sky. A crooked palm tree. And look at that cloud. Look at that. Looks like a big smile, that cloud. Wow. The sky is gorgeous. I can't get enough of this weather down here. These colors. To me, every morning when I'm at the beach is like Christmas. Every day is Christmas. That sun brings me a gift every morning when it comes up. I don't know what it's going to look like until that sun comes up, so it's like opening a big present when that sun comes up. It's always beautiful. Even foggy, rainy. We've been out here together in the rain and the fog. The fog this last week. We had a really foggy morning. Well, that was Wednesday. Turned out to be glorious. Started out really foggy and turned out to be incredible. And I took that little walk on the sandbar. Go check that out. Look at that mile-long beach. Waiting for your toes. Waiting for your toes to get in its sand and in its water. That water's not looking, like I said, not looking too bad. It's not crystal clear. Still, we have not had crystal clear waters since our last two hurricanes. I don't know why that is. The water is just not completely cleared up. But there's people out enjoying it though, that's for sure. You get down to Vanderbilt Beach Park and there's people swimming. Here you're not going to see people really swimming because the park's closed. People that you see on this beach are here just for exercise, for the health of it. Walking, jogging. Every now and then you will see a fisherman lugging his equipment up to the pass. That's a pretty good walk from Connor Park. You can see another one of those sandbars out there, just barely. This beach is It's just constantly changing. The shoreline, the contour of the bottom, the sandbars out here, it just changes constantly, especially in the summer when we have our storms. Sometimes the beach washes away, sometimes we get more sand washed up on the beach. The beach comes and goes. That sky is amazing. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous sky. This is when I want to take a picture and I can't. I can't do it when I'm live anymore. It messes up the live feed. A lot of things I can't do. I can't get stars on my videos here on Southwest Florida television. Thanks to Facebook. There's a lot of people that I used to see walking the beach here that I don't see anymore because they don't have anywhere to park. I miss all those smiling faces. So many of them. Hopefully they'll get some parking lots open for this season. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see some of our friends from up north. Good morning. I'm starting to roast now with my sweatshirt on. Good morning. Gotta roll up my sleeves here. We'll be live for a little while longer. The sun is starting to peek in and out from behind the clouds now. Clouds are definitely getting thicker down here to the south. Exactly what they predicted for the weather today. But boy, it was a gorgeous start. Other than that wind. That's what gets me in these cool mornings, is that doggone wind. Boy, they got all the piles of sand knocked down here. This is that area where all the picnic tables used to be under the pine trees between areas 3 and 4. Between parking lots 3 and 4 is what I meant. They pretty much got most of those sand piles knocked down here, graded off. I'm assuming once they get it all done, they will put a finish grade on the beach. Get rid of all those ruts. So there's some big ruts right now. Get my feet on this sand up here. You can see all the bulldozer tracks here. Here comes that sun out full force again. Almost full force. See, I definitely recommend you stay down by the water. It's much easier walking down by the water. Why risk maybe twisting your ankle or something up there? Just at high tide. When it's high tide, that water kind of pushes you up a little higher on the beach. Well, it has been an absolutely gorgeous beach walk this morning, don't you think? Don't you think it deserves a tip? Don't you think your tour guide deserves a tip this morning? Come on. I put in a lot of steps for you this morning. I'll bet you this morning's going to be close to a 20,000 step morning. Wednesday. What you don't see is the walking I do in between my live feeds. After my live feed ended on Wednesday, my last live feed, I walked up and down that big long sandbar 6 times. I went and first I walked all the way back up the park, got on the sandbar, recorded a video, and it was foggy. So I got off the sandbar. So I walked it, boom, boom, back and forth. And I walked it once during my live feed. I walked it that time. And then I walked back down the beach, started walking down the beach, and I got down to about area 2. And all of a sudden the sun came out. The skies, the fog was lifting. I'm like, oh man. I want to go back on that sandbar and record a walk on the sandbar with the sun out. So I did that. So it was like I walked it 6 times. 3 times if you count up and back as once. But I had to walk back up to it. So anyway, it was a big, big morning. It was a 12-mile morning. So remember who's walking, doing all the walking for you, to share those moments. If I can get my eyes fixed in January, boy, maybe we'll start venturing to some other locations. If they can fix them. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe just sail off over the horizon like Roy wanted to do. Oh well. Life's always a surprise, isn't it? You don't know what life's going to throw at you. Like Roy said, enjoy the journey. Make the best of it. This couple days, 3 days ago would have been his 100th birthday, Captain Roy. The 20th, December 20th, 1924. Man. He was so excited. He wanted to jump out of an airplane with a parachute on his 100th birthday. I know he got to make the jump now, but he's cheating because I'm pretty sure he's got some wings on now. He didn't need a parachute. Well, really not many folks passing me by here. I thought there'd be more families here. I guess the families go down to Vanderbilt Beach Park because the parking's a little closer to the beach. Not really that much closer. You just don't have to walk over a big bridge like you do here. What am I going to do tomorrow, Christmas Eve? What's my Christmas Eve morning walk going to be tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to go. Hey, if you're here in Naples, be sure to get over to Victoria Park in North Naples. Victoria Park, it's just off Airport Road, in between Immokalee Road and Vanderbilt Beach Road. Victoria Park. Take a drive through the neighborhood. Drive slow. There's a lot of traffic. Some wonderful Christmas decorations. Some of the folks in that neighborhood go all out. They do have a competition. Some go crazy with their decorations. Take the kids. It's a fun little drive. They request you drive with your lights out. And drive slow. Victoria Park. Give it a Google. It's kind of a tradition here in Naples. It's actually world famous, thanks to social media. Well, 5 more minutes. You know, I was talking about the beach changing shape. Look at this. Look back up this beach. How the sands have shifted the shoreline. Look at that. Look how it cuts in up there. Amazing. I have not walked on Vanderbilt Beach for a while now, the whole entire length of Vanderbilt Beach. I think the last time I walked on Vanderbilt Beach, we made it up to maybe La Playa. Dexter keeps asking me there's some steaks on Vanderbilt Beach. I'm like, I don't know. I gotta catch up with my friend Jason, who drives the tractor there, the beach rake. Ask him what those steaks are about, if they're gonna start dumping sand on that beach, widening that beach again. A couple years ago, their plans were to start widening Vanderbilt Beach again starting in November of this year. And they didn't do it, I guess, because of the hurricane, so I don't know if it's still on the list. I don't know if those were survey stakes. I'm guessing that's probably what they are. So that's going to suck. That's going to tear up Vanderbilt Beach for the season. All those trucks, those big giant dump trucks running up and down, making all those huge ruts. But I guess it's better than doing it over the holidays. They said they were going to be here over the holidays and ruin everybody's holidays. Guess it'll be after the holidays. Earth Tech. It's the company that does that. They do that all over the place. It's a huge company. Trying to figure out where the heck I am. Without those pine trees, I'm lost half the time when I look over at the park. I have to look for little notches in the trees to figure out where I'm at. I think I'm by parking lot 2. Would be my guess. See how, look at the shape of this beach. See these curves in and out, all up and down along the shoreline? It's really shifting. The shoreline is shifting. Behind me here, you see it jets out again. All these little things you don't notice unless you come out here often. Or actually, if you come out once a month, you'd be amazed at how much the shoreline changes here. I see it all the time though. Yeah, definitely. That was definitely parking lot 2. When I get down here just a little bit further to the south and look back at the tree line, there's a real noticeable, obvious gap in the tree line at the south end of parking lot 2. See it over there? Very, very obvious. That's how I figure out where Area Roy is. There's a little gap between the trees where we used to have all our get-togethers. The north end of parking lot 4. All right. That's going to do it for this morning's live feeds. I don't know how many minutes I gave you. I try to give you 90 minutes in the morning. Sometimes I go over, sometimes under. I do what I can.